Let's ask one more question about programming. How can I use OpenAI API for my Node.js app? Right now we have our terminal-based ChatGPT. That's great, and it's super simple to use this API. Today I'm going to show you how to add AI within your application. It's super simple. We are going to use OpenAI API for that. Probably everyone knows that OpenAI is the team behind ChatGPT. Basically, we are going to create our own terminal app which behaves like ChatGPT, that you can ask whatever you want. It will give you back the answer. It's a simple API. I will show you in a few seconds. First of all, to build up this application, to make this integration, we should have some simple Node.js setup with Express.js framework, NodeMon, .mv, and etc. Some folder structure and etc. This is already done. I have simple setup on my GitHub. You can just go ahead and download this repository or clone it. This link I'm going to add to the description below. And what you can do is just basically copy this URL, come to the home screen or wherever you want, create a folder. Okay, within this folder, we are going to clone this repository. Git clone this repository. It will provide us the simple setup for Express TypeScript. Let's just check it out. It's already there. I'm going to open this folder with Visual Studio Code. Once we have simple setup, I will show you how to create your account on OpenAI platform and how to set up your account. Let's just check it first. What we have here, we have simple router, which has basic hello world endpoint. We have server.js. We are creating our server, and app.ts. Within app.ts, we have some middlewares, and we are setting our router there as well. This is the really simple application. There is nothing super complicated. Router folder, app.js, server.js. This is all what I have within the source folder. We have simple environment file. Now I have only port, and git ignore prevent sending these folders to the GitHub. And we have nodemon.json. This is the nodemon configuration to restart our server. Package.json we have start command inside it just to run the application, and some basic TypeScript configuration. That's all. At the same time, let me show you how to set up your account on OpenAI. It's so simple. Just click the sign up button. It should redirect you to the sign up page. If you don't have account, just sign up with one of your Gmail account or whatever you want. Or if you have, you can just click login, choose your Gmail account. I have my own Gmail account already. I'm going to use this for the tutorial. Okay, I'm already in. Yeah, once you're in, just click the create project button, set the name for the project and create it. And once you create it, you will have project name there. And now what you need to do, just come back to your profile. You can use API reference to see how to use it, how to use the API. We will come here later. Let's just come to your profile, and you see there is user API keys. In that section, it says in the previous version, we had API key and project key, but now only project key is available. And what we are going to do, create secret key, or just click here to see your keys. If you don't have any, just create new one. Let's remove it and create new one. Okay, we are going to create one from scratch. Let's name it like main key, and you can choose your project. That's all. Once you have your API key, we are ready to go, and come to your environment variable, OpenAI API key. Let's remove this, add our API key here. Okay. Now we created our project, also our secret key based on this project. Now what we need to do, we just should add some money to your account to use this API, because it's not free anymore. Before it was, but now it's not free. We should increase our balance to get some credits, then we can use this API. At last €5 you should add to your balance. I just added this money to make this video. Okay, now I have access to use these APIs. What I'm going to do now, let's come to your application and let's set up OpenAI configuration. And now we have API key and we can start the configuration. We have right now basic router. We can create one more service folder. And within this service, we can create some file like ask to ChatGPT. This is just the name of the file. You can name it whatever you want. Yeah, let's just create basic function. Now I have simple hello world endpoint. Let's hit this and to see. This is the result, hello world, nothing else. Now instead of the hello world, I would like to call this function. This is just an empty function. I'm just gonna call this function here to implement our integration. Let's say ask to ChatGPT. Okay. And this is the asynchron function. We should await it. Let's add async here. Under the API reference section, first we need to do just install the library itself. Let's go ahead and do it. This step is done. Let's come down and let's see. We have this configuration. Let's create a configuration file for that. OpenAI.config.ts. OpenAI.config.ts. Let's paste it here. Organization ID, project ID, we can copy them from our profile, but they are not necessary. That's why I will skip this for now. Only API key is important. Let's add it there. Process dot environment dot, what was the name of that? Let's copy this. Yeah. Now we have our OpenAI configuration, OpenAI instance. Let's just export this. And it says if you make this request from terminal with curl, you will get this response. You see some information about your request and usage. And this is the answer. Within the chooses, there is a message. Inside the message, there is content. This is the what we need. And right now, let's check. We can use streams to stream the value, like how ChatGPT does. We can do it as well. But for this tutorial, I will skip the stream. I will just show you the easiest way. What we need to do, just have a property which stores this model. Let's create one more variable to store it. Now we have this static value here as well. We have our configuration, simple configuration. That's enough for us. Right now, what we are going to do, let's come here and implement our ChatGPT integration. Right now, we need to copy this code from documentation. Let's copy inside the main function. I will paste it here. And if you write stream through, it will gives you the response as stream that you can show this value chunk by chunk on the screen. Not directly. It means that you don't need to wait till the end to get the all response and then you can show. In that case, I will just make streams false. I will remove it. I just need the normal data. And let's import this OpenAPI from my configuration file. What I'm going to do, model is already on my configuration file as well. OpenAI model. As a rule, we have 4 different rules. I just need the user one. And content is the question what I'm sending to the ChatGPT. Right now, I'm asking ChatGPT, say this is a test. And ChatGPT should say this is a test as a response. Now I don't need this part anymore because this is not stream anymore. This is just response. Why? Because I deleted the stream through. If I add stream through, then it will be stream. Right now it's not stream, it's normal object. And I don't need anymore. Right now it gives me the response from ChatGPT based on my question. Now I'm basically asking a question to ChatGPT that say this is a test. ChatGPT should give me this answer back. Let's see what's the answer. Right now, I have already called this function within the router. To invoke this function, I just need to hit this URL. Let's hit this URL and to see what's happening. Okay, and you can see this is test. This is answer from ChatGPT. I said say this is test, and it said this is test. Let's ask something else. Asked how are you? This is the answer from ChatGPT. This is just a computer program. I don't have any feeling and etc. Now we have our basic integration successfully. Let's use npm e-colors. And the one more library we need is read line thing. Let's install this library as well. Now let's call this function within the app.js. Instead of hitting the endpoint, let's just make it run in every restart. Let's remove this console log for now as well. Yeah, what I'm going to do now, I will say in the beginning that welcome to the chat. Let's add one more console log, yellow. You can start chatting with the AI now. Okay, this is two messages that we will see on the top. You see, we have these ones, and then I'm asking this question, and this is the answer. And what we can do right now, let's make this part dynamic. Constant user input. We can ask a question. With the question method, I'm letting the user to add something from terminal. And in the beginning of the question, we will have you. Now you see there is you on the screen. It means that it's time to add something. Let's add enter first, and we can write whatever we want. Let's ask how old are you? Let's make this process like infinitive because you can ask whatever you want. Right now I asked one question and I can't ask anything else. To do that, let's write while true, like infinitive loop. And I will just move this part within the infinitive loop. This part also. Right now you can ask multiple questions. For example, first I'm asking how old are you? And then I'm asking one enter, and then I'm asking what is your name? You see, I'm asking more than one question right now. And let's make it much prettier. Now it will be much more visible. Let's ask something. Who are you? And this is the answer from ChatGPT. I can ask something else. Yeah, that's our basic implementation. Right now we can ask whatever we want. There is no limit. Right now one step is missing to stop the conversation. Let's Right now I'm saying that you can type exit to stop the chat. If user types exit, then I should do something within this while. Okay, to do that, I will just check if user input dot lowercase equals exit, then just break. Not break, let's make it return. I can do break here also. I can return just to return something from this function. Doesn't matter, you can make it break also. Right now, if I type, let's hit enter and type, how are you? And then I will type exit. Now, this is the answer from ChatGPT. Goodbye. If you have any more questions, feel free to ask. Good day. And this is my command. That goodbye, command exit. That's all, basically. Now we can send our Now we are able to send our questions to the ChatGPT dynamically, and we can ask a lot of questions. There is no limit. And once user types exit, we will stop the conversation. One more thing you might need to have the history of the chat. To make it, basically, we can just create simple interface for the history. It will have a row inside it. It will be string, and another property will be content. Right now, I will create just constant history. Let's make it history item, and I will have the history. This is the history item array. It will be empty in the beginning. Yeah. Then what will I do? I will push my questions there. I'm asking question here, right? And in that line, I will add one more line here. Push role user, content user input. And I can add one more here. Role assistant. Assistant content will be this one, which comes from ChatGPT. Yeah. Right now I have history as well. Let's console log this history. And right now let's test it. I'm saying hi. Okay, this is answer from ChatGPT, and this is my history. This is my question. This is the answer from ChatGPT. I can ask another question. How old are you? Now I will have two different questions and two different answers. Yeah, that is all what you might need in future. This is the simple implementation of the ChatGPT API, Open API, within the Express.js application. I hope it helped. I don't want to make it complex, that's why I keep it simple. This is a simple configuration. If you want, you can pass organization and project configurations here as well. This is possible to pass. Yeah, this is the available model that we are using right now to make API call. We have our API key on our environment variable. I'm gonna remove this key after this video. You will not be able to use it again because it's individual to everyone. This belongs to my account. And we have service where we implemented our code. We have just a simple router where we are calling our endpoint. Now let's try another way. Now we are getting our response once, but we want to stream it. Let's just add one more property, stream true. What will happen if I make it stream true? I will take all response, not response, let's call it stream. And I will get this output. And I will copy this. And what? Now I will have the assistant in the beginning of the sentence. Then this is the answer. Right now, let's comment this history. I don't need history for now. Let's remove this history from here as well. Yeah. Right now, I'm just streaming the output. And this is my output. Let's just one more console log here, just to start from the next line in the every question. Yeah, let's test it. Right now, I'm gonna ask, what do you know about Baku? Baku is the city in Azerbaijan. You see the output? It's string right now. Let's ask something else. Let's ask one more question. Which cities do you know from Azerbaijan? Let's ask one more question about programming. How can I use OpenAI API for my Node.js app? Right now we have our terminal-based ChatGPT. That's great. And it's super simple to use this API. In this video, I just wanted to show you how easy it is to implement the AI within your application. This is super simple. Thanks for the watching. That's all for today. I will add the links below about the repositories. This one is one of them. Another one is about creating the simple TypeScript Express app. Yeah, that's all for now. See you in the next videos.